Hello, I want to share my strategy for the next upcoming update. We don't know yet when the update is coming, but I guess it's gonna come in about 1 week next Saturday. And when that's coming, I want to be prepared because this time I'm gonna really try to get to top 100. I almost made it when I went in for the update that was now, but it was too hard. But doing that time to try to get to the top 100, I managed to get up to about 11,000 T in power, which is quite far away from these guys in the top. But it took some time before these powerful people started to get in the top, and I'm gonna try to do this without using a lot of Robux like some of these guys are doing. And some of the like Russo, I love him. He's really good, and he has used tremendous of Robux and time to try to get up in this position. So it's a lot of honor for him. And what I like with Russo, it's okay. He's using Robux, but he's not using multiple of accounts. And most of those in top here has a lot of accounts. And so on. I don't know how many, but many of them have like 10 plus accounts, and they are sitting there farming day in and day out with these accounts, and they get a lot of big, huge pets out from this, and they're getting a lot of the big pets and so on. So it's quite difficult to challenge for them. But in the start, just the first 2-3 days after the update, it is actually possible for like normal player like you and me to try to get up in the top 100, or at least try to get as close as possible, which could be a quite good honor. So what is the strategy that I have been using now is you clearly can see that I have sold myself down from 11,000 T down to less than 6,000 T. And what I have been doing is that I have been selling most of my hellish axolotl. So why am I selling my mythical pets? I also have sold most of my hellish axolotls as well, and I'm also gonna sell most of these hellish. What I'm gonna keep is like a set of 5, 6, 7 that's I use as a base for my team in how to make a lot of rainbow coins. So I have a really good rainbow coin team here, and also when I earn a lot of tech coins as well. These huge animals I can never sell. I'm gonna try to get as many huge pets as possible because they keep the power for the next update. So when I get the next update and I get the next best mythical up to dark matter, these gonna get the same power of that. So they are really good. So many of those people in the top here, they have like hundreds of huge pets. So they have been playing this game for a long time. I've only been playing since December, so I don't have that many yet. But I'm gonna try to aim for that as well. But back to why am I selling all of these mythic? Then I want to go over to a web page, and I'm gonna go over to a browser here. And this is one of the tools that I'm using for seeing the value of pets. So if you see in the middle here, you have the hellish axolotl that is the mythical. You see it has it was like close to 5 billion in value in the start, and now it's down to 600 million. And when the new update is coming out, I expect the value here to get down to the same as the 4 demon that also wasn't 5 billion, and you see now it's down to 40 million. After some time, like the Santa Port, it will go up in price again. But as you see, it's gonna fall like 10 times in price, and it's just gonna keep falling closer and closer to the update is coming. And when the update is released like some days before that is coming, it's gonna fall a lot in price. The same with the rainbow, so it doesn't have much value. So what I'm doing now is that I'm selling these ones so that I'm prepared for the next update. And all of those games that I have sold now, I think I have earned close to 40 billion games, and I'm gonna use them to buy for the merchant. And one of the reasons for that, let's go back to the game. And one of the reasons for that now, it's quite sad, I think, actually, because the game has been changing dramatically with the last update. So if we go to the last area, so this is changing a lot of the strategy that I have been using before. When you are hatching this egg here, even hatching the golden one, if you are lucky, you get one rainbow. You get one rainbow hellish axolotl by hatching the all day. You can get a lot of these legendaries and so on, and they are gonna come back to them, but they are really nice to have, and I'm gonna tell why I'm focusing to get a lot of them. But by hatching, the hatching has been completely destroyed by the last update. The drop rate for the mythical now, even with game passes that I actually have, and so on, even with these game passes, the mythical hunting and also the lucky one, the two only one that is helping us to get more mythical. And maybe some of you guys have this Halloween event. I don't have it because I start playing after it. If you have that, you can also have an additional 10% chance to get mythical, so that's really good. But anyhow, it's almost impossible to get good mythicals anymore in the game. You could, it was much better in the last tech update and so on, but it's terrible now. And that has been making so that if we go back to that spreadsheet that I showed you, if you look at all of the executive paths, they have been falling so much in the value. And Nature Dragon is 3 billion, Gargle Dragon is 3 billion, the Orca and the Cat is 1 billion, and also the Fairy Queen is just 7 billion. And it's a huge drop on this. And the reason for this, I'm quite sure, is because of this poor drop rate here. To actually be able to fight for the getting better pets and so on, you have to go to your shop, and everyone has to fight to get that merchant. And what's that happen then is that when everyone is spending their or a lot of people are spending their diamonds on the merchant, they are disappearing from the game. And who is winning on that? Well, that is Preston himself. So what's happening then? Then we have to go and buy this egg here for those who want to be in the top. They have to hatch and hatch and hatch these eggs. So and Preston will earn a lot of money, and that will kind of generate new pets that you have and so on. And that's the way they're gonna earn money in. And as they have been doing that, and the amount of diamonds has gone down, the value of these exclusive pets or executive pets, it has been dropping really down. So, and then it's back to everyone, when you're going farming and mining like this and earning diamonds, that's the only way almost to get new diamonds into the game, because buying diamonds in this game is way too expensive and so on. And this is also one of the reasons I have started to make a lot of guides on how to earn diamonds, so you can earn more about that. So, okay, so back to the strategy that I have. So I'm selling off most of my mythicals. This Emperor Axolotl is going to be really difficult to sell off, so most likely I will end up in the new update to give this away or something. So what I'm focused on now is I'm focused a lot to get the Astral Axolotl and up to Dark Matter. The reason because of that is that we can use them this in the fuse machine. So if we go over to the fuse machine, over here we go to the beach. I like it at the beach, it's really nice here. That's the best place here. I also made some video about Gold Machine, Rainbow Machine, or Fuse Machine. The Gold Machine and Rainbow Machine is not that good. A Fuse Machine is way better, and see those videos for that. You are basically saving a lot. It's much easier to make these pads here. And then what you're making is the rainbow one, so I'm making a lot of these. And what I make this from, I'm hatching a lot of these Hydra Axolotl. If you get 12 of these in the Fuse Machine, then you get one Astral Axolotl Legendary Rainbow Pet. If you were also using the Rainbow Machine for these golden ones, you have to use 18 to make 3 of the rainbow of this and then make one. So you're actually saving a lot and so on. And also if you have 3 golden Astral Axolotl, you can make a rainbow, guaranteed rainbow out of those 3. So that's good as well. So my strategy now is to try to sell all of the mythicals and convert them to diamonds and exclusive pets. And the reason I also, for the exclusive pets that I have here, I'm gonna go show them outside here. I tried starting to build that up. I also had some friends that has been giving me some, but I'm starting to save this up because I hope the value on these pets will go up again after the next update. So I'm not gonna sell these now. I'm gonna just gather them up and keep them, everyone, and hope for them to go up in value. And when they go up in value, I'm gonna sell them for diamonds, and all of those diamonds I'm gonna use to buy from the merchant. And at the same time, if the drop rate now for the next mythical is getting back to normal rate, I also gonna do a lot of hatching, and that's also why I have this rainbow team, and I go into this area here and I try to earn a lot of rainbow coin. And in that way I have a lot of rainbow coin. As you see, I have 455 billion at the moment. I can't use this, but I'm quite sure when we're gonna get the next eggs, because the eggs that is now is very cheap. If you're gonna get 2 new area as the normally is, they're gonna be more expensive than this. And then these will help me to so that I can just open all of the area at once, and I can just start hatching the golden egg of the newest and best one and try to get that mythical. So that's really good. So how I do the rainbow, what I do is I do a double one. I go to the tech shop, and I go in here and go up here, because I go back and forward, earn tech coins as well. And I actually is trying to get this use Hackett Cat, but I have been using, I don't know, I have been using like 10,000 trillion, or if it's 20,000 trillion, and I have not got it yet. So the drop rate for this one is tremendous low as well. But at least I'm pressing hatching here. And while I'm hatching at this area, I will be then going down to the last area, and I can stand farming the chest down there. So we're just like here, I'm gonna put on here. I don't need this one. I only gonna have the mythical and executive here for this now. I'm gonna prepare so that I'm ready to go down there and go in here, and I press hatching, and when I have done one egg and so on, I go in here and I wait one more time, and I can teleport down. And this is something that has been in the game as long as I have been playing. So this is definitely a thing that you can use, and then you can start farming in this way. And then you just sit here and you are just pressing the chest here, and you can both try to get that huge Hackett Cat at the same time as you are earning rainbow coin. So, and how to get out of this again, it's simply just press on this again. For the next time you have to scroll a little bit up again, because you have to go back to the same world that you are hatching from, and we are going to go up there. It doesn't matter where, anywhere, and you will stop hatching. And when I have full of, I've been using all of my tech coin, I do the opposite. Then I go to the axolotl ocean, I go to the golden egg here, and I'm gonna go prepare, and then I'm using the giant alien chest. That's because I have a really strong team that's gonna break that chest really fast down. And I changed my pets to tech enchants instead. So I put in all pets with 100%. I keep the strength of the team, and then I put in all of the ones that I have 100% tech on. So that makes, and then I'm gonna start hatching here, and I'm gonna go up to that huge alien chest and farm that a little bit. And it takes very short time for me to get a tremendous amount of tech coin for that. So 100T is taking like a 50 minutes or something like that. It's going quite fast for that. So basically this is the strategy that I'm gonna go for. As I say, I'm here for you guys. I try to study the game, and the best experience that I find from the game I want to share with you. And if you feel to use the same technique or strategy that I'm doing, you feel free to do that. And also, if you have some other suggestion for strategy, and maybe you have experience to be in the top 100 before, please share that with me. That's what I would really like to know about. As when you're playing games like this, you can never be fully learned and trade out of it, and that's what I think is really fun with games like this. So basically this is my strategy for the next update, and thank you for following. This was number 1 Gamer Day by Petofi, And thank you, like and subscribe, and goodbye.